Hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel Adelfa's View. Today I am going to share my egg rolls recipe. It's simple and easy. Um, I use ground beef when I make my egg rolls because it's more leaner than pork. I know some people use pork and also add some carrots into it, but me, I only use to season my egg roll. I only use green onions, pressed green onions, and pressed garlic. And season, I use garlic powder or garlic salt. And the wrappers that I use to make my egg rolls is Minlo egg roll wrappers. Okay, so having said that, let me go ahead and prepare everything, and I will show you how to separate this egg rolls wrapper and how to roll the egg rolls. Okay, I'll see you in a bit. Okay everyone, here you go. I have my green onion chopped up. It's about a cup of green onions, and I also have chopped up some pressed garlic. This is about 4 pieces of clove garlics. And I have a tablespoon of garlic salt. Okay, and this is what I am going to season my 1.5 pound of ground beef. All right, and to this I am going to mix the onions, my fresh garlic, and my seasoning, the garlic salt. Okay, in this we had to kind of mix it with your hands, of course. And as I always says, don't put too much seasoning to it in the first place. You can always taste them as you like the taste of it, because sometimes it gets too salty for everyone. So you have to be careful seasoning everything that you make. Okay, and usually the way I taste my meat when I'm mixing them, I kind of get a little bit of it and kind of taste it if it's salty enough, and if it's not, I can always add more to it. Okay, it's well mixed, so I'm gonna get a little bit of it and I'm gonna taste it to my tank. Okay, and I need more garlic salt to it, and that should be enough. And I mix it. Okay, and then I'm gonna prepare my wrapper, and that's the only one that takes time, making egg rolls, because you have to separate the wrappers individually. Okay, that's good, and I'm gonna let this sit here for a while I am going to work on my wrappers. Okay everyone, this is my egg roll wrapper, and I'm gonna go ahead and show you how to separate these things. Here is the wrapper, and this is the only one that, or the only thing that take time to make the egg rolls, because you have to separate the wrapper individually, and of course take time to roll your meat in it also. So Here you go. Usually a package of the wrappers, the Minlo wrappers, is contain about 30 pieces of egg rolls that you can make of that. But they're kind of long, so I usually cut them in half before I fry my egg rolls. So, can you see it? So look, this is how you separate them. It's, you know, it's take time to do this, but if you want egg roll or if you love egg rolls, you have to do the process of it. So anyway, let me go ahead and separate all of this. Now that I finished separating my wrapper, it's ready to wrap up our meat, or my meat. Anyway, okay, so wrapping the egg rolls to the wrapper, trying to find the inner bit that is kind of curling in. So I usually put this much meat in, and you kind of, I have a bowl of water over here to kind of wet my hands so it won't be so sticky. It helps it loosen up the meat when your hands is a little bit wet. So anyway, you kind of squish the meat from one end to the other of the wrapper, just like what I'm doing. You want it all the way to the end of the wrapper, so when you fry it, it's not gonna shrink that much, or you're not gonna have enough meat inside your wrap. Okay, here you go. This is what it looks like, and you're gonna grab the end of it and you're gonna turn it, and you're trying to push kind of down in, so to the very end of it, and kind of make sure it's tight, and then you roll them in like this. Here you go. And then on the end, you're gonna wet it excuse me, water. And here you go. You got your egg rolls. And like I said, in this, since it's long, I usually cut it in half before I fry it. I will show you how to fry after we finish wrapping them. Okay, I'm done wrapping the egg rolls, and here it is. It's long, so I cut it in half before I fry them. And I have a cup of oil in my skillet. I preheated it, and then I turn it down to medium before I put the egg rolls in it. And when you fry it, make sure this end is in the bottom, so it will not open up for you while you're frying them. And it's sizzling, and you kind of stay back a little bit when you put it in, because the oil will pop. All that work, and I have some that is already cooked. Here you go. After it's finished cooking, and we'll have some taste of it. Here you go. Delicious. You know, egg rolls is unique because you could make this with ground beef, ground pork, and even ground turkey. So, if you haven't subscribed on my YouTube channel, please, if you want to learn a thing or two, subscribe on Adelfa's View. Thank you. Have a nice day. Be safe.